Very, very disappointing. Wow. I don't know what happened there. Holy cow. I got a little dizzy. Hello, drone racers. Today, finally, we have the Eachine E013. I have been waiting for this for a while since I first saw it announced because I think this is going to be one of the best options for people getting started in FPV. At least that want a tiny whoop for flying inside, because in one box, we have everything we need in these small pepper. Small pepper. When I bought this, it was called a Cardinal. Hold on. Yeah, Cardinal. Yeah, small pepper. That still looks like a Cardinal. That says small pepper. I don't know what's going on. Who cares? It's a box. The reason this looks great is because you get everything you need to fly. You get a controller that doesn't look like total garbage. It's half garbage, but not total garbage. The 6mm micro tiny whoop and a set of goggles. Not an amazing set of goggles, but this kit is like $65, so it should be awesome or terrible. We'll find out. Very first thing, right on the manual, tip, please charge before use. Duh? No, I guess duh, maybe duh. So, I don't understand Eachine. They make some great manuals. The Lizard came with a great manual. The Aurora 68 came with a great manual. This is an okay looking manual. It's paper, it's not color, it's not cute, it's not pretty. It is pretty thorough though. It has a lot of stuff in it that I haven't read and probably won't, because who cares? But for someone getting started, it will show them the stick movements, which if you've just got one of these and you're looking at this video, fly this without the goggles first. Learn how to fly it, control it, make it fly, then worry about the goggles, because the goggles are on page 2. So there's a whole set of instructions just for the goggles, and we'll take a close look at those, not in the manual, but in the goggles themselves. So in the box we have the remote, and part of the reason I like the remote is it actually has these sticks and nice long, good controlling looking sticks right off the bat. You don't have those tiny little sticks like the E010C had. Let me see if I can grab one. There we go. There's a comparison with what the E10 came with and the E13. So it's a lot bigger, a lot better to control, and much longer sticks. They're longer. They're not hugely longer, but they're about twice as long. So that will make a lot of difference for the control that you can get out of these, and it has a cool metallic looking finish. Buttons, lots of buttons. To answer the biggest question I'm sure everybody has, it uses 3 AAAs. So we'll try that in a little bit. We have the tiny pepper, small pepper. It's a Cardinal. I don't care what you call it, it's a Cardinal. It looked like the camera had some angle to it, but it really doesn't. I like that it doesn't have a circular antenna. This should be super durable. These are 6mm motors. It looks pretty much like an E010C, but with a nice cover on it for much better protection, which when you're getting started, I think is more important than having something circularly polarized. I do not expect this to be able to connect to Betaflight or make any updates, so you're not gonna learn that on this one. We have a kit with extra props. I have never, ever broken one of these props. I've never bent it. I did lose one when one flew off once, but that's it. So extra props, yay, and a screwdriver to take off that one screw that you're gonna throw away out of the controller. And the same charger, same single USB charger as everything else. The battery is a 200 milliamp 35C, so 200 milliamp. Of course it doesn't fit anything else. It's not the same as anything else I've got. I'm gonna try this battery, but I have a feeling we're gonna be throwing this out, and I'm gonna be making a mod to this to give you a better battery option. Stay tuned for that if it works. There we go. There's the eyes. Fast through. What? I don't know what they're going for there, but it's eyes. Big scary eyes.
Prepare to meet Mr. Angry Eyes.
There we go. That just looks better. I don't know what fast through is supposed to mean, but I like the eyes. Okay, we have the goggles. I'm assuming these are teeny tiny little goggles, but I think they'll work for this. I'm a big fan of box goggles. These are light. These are VR6s, single antenna. They're not diversity. They're not DVR. But this whole kit is cheaper than the EV800Ds that I recommend for everybody. So I think as a first pair, these will probably be okay. We have double screen wipes that they got out of a screen protector kit. A dipole antenna, USB charger, because gosh, I knows I need one or more of those. And something else. I don't know what's that other thing. Oh, it's a nose guard. Does this not have, so that's to go on the nose piece if we need it. We'll see if I need that or not. Ah, and the rest of the straps. Should be easy enough to install. Just flip that through here and fit it on the other side. Do that 3 times and you're done. There's definitely a screen protector inside of here. It has all kinds of bubbles. We're gonna have to move that off. And then these have a USB charger. So these charge and do not have an external battery at all. It looks like they could have diversity, but they don't. And a very simple menu. If you can't find it, I couldn't find it. The pull tab is down in this lower corner to get that screen protector off. Okay, so it is a small 4x3 screen, but it's still bigger than the EV100 screens, even with this cheap set of goggles. So this, I think, will work just fine. It's a fairly high resolution for what it is, but I will give you a better impression once I fly it. So I'm gonna start out by using the stock battery, and the first thing I always do is answer the question, so dude, how long does it fly? I've got the goggles here, I've got the signal on. It shows me the frequency in the corner, which just went out of focus. There we go. And it shows me the battery power. It's a 1S battery. I'm at 3.9 volts now, but I can see the whole screen. It looks good. There is a Fresnel lens. It's not adjustable. It's maybe a little strong for me if I'm not wearing my glasses. I have a -3 prescription, so I'll give you an idea of where it's at. Now with my glasses looking from here, it looks perfect. It's hard to say if you don't wear glasses, if you have good eyes. I don't know how that will look. But it's about the same as my EV800D when I've got the Fresnel lens in here. One of the things I like about these is it comes apart, so I can use this really easily for recording to just see what's going on. So this is what it looks like when you have diversity and a card slot for DVR, but these are $90-ish versus $65. Oh, and it includes a quadcopter and a controller. Might be a good option as an upgrade for this, though. They're currently still my #1 preference for someone getting started. Okay, I'm already noticing some break up before I even take off here compared to where I normally am with these linear antennas. So maybe they are going to cause more of a problem than I expect. Oh, and I forgot to turn the lights on. This will be interesting. We'll see how good the... Ooh, wow, yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. Huh, that's unflyable. Starting DVR now. Okay, let's turn the lights on and try this again. We'll just kind of tool around here. And now I can see where I'm going and hopefully don't have the same problem again. We'll just go slow to start out with here. Man, it's breaking up really bad. And I've lost video completely and control. Okay. The video problem is one thing. Losing control is a lot worse because I'm standing in the same place I fly in all of these tests, and I have never lost control like this before. So I've come out standing more in the middle, so I have line of sight-ish to everywhere. I still have a lot of breakup. One of the things I notice is the yaw is very stiff. Like, it's not smooth. I can't yaw just a little bit. It's very digital feeling, where it jerks a lot. And still the visibility in these goggles is really bad. Hello, and this is what the goggles look like. So there you can get a good look at the goggles. Oops, hello. There we go. So you can see them, and when I'm right in this room, it's working fine. It's working okay, I'll say. But the view in the goggles isn't good, and I'm in mode 1 here. I'm gonna switch it, or no, I'm in mode 2 flying with the sticks. But I'm in speed 1, speed 2, speed 3 with the left-hand stick just to get some more speed out of it. So there's pretty fast. Wow, it's pretty fast. But the yaw control is not good. The video is not good. I am so disappointed. Oh, this is just a major bummer. It just doesn't fly well. I need to get out like the E010C to see if it was better or different. Because I don't know. It's fast. I mean, it's fairly fast. There's full speed. But the video, at least on these, is really, really breaking up. Very, very disappointing. Wow. I don't know what happened there. Holy cow. I got a little dizzy. Okay, same battery, but I'm going to wear the EV800Ds, which I haven't worn in a while. Man, that screen is huge after wearing the EV100s for a while. But yeah, it's very, very front heavy, but this is not a review about these goggles. I do have circular antennas on here. I don't know how much that will affect it, but what you're seeing now is the goggles that are included. So my video is definitely clearer with these. Oh, it's way better with these. It's night and day with these. Holy cow. I can actually see what's going on, and I don't have any of the breakups. It's still breaking up a little bit, I guess, but it's normal. This is what it always looks like when I fly. So when I was talking about not being able to see, what you were seeing might have been just fine. So yeah, it looks to me like this. Oh, it's a whole different, just a whole different story flying this thing this way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, don't break my liquor! So the range on the controller is terrible. The control, as long as you have control, is pretty good. As long as you're not using the included goggles. The EV600s, I'm going to give a hard pass to because this is night and day. Now, I wonder if I can replace the antenna. Maybe I need to do a little more testing. Let's try, I can't try this antenna on it, but let me try another antenna on them and see, because you know what? It's a pretty good little flyer. I would say it's better still than the E010C. It's not a full race class. The E010S is better. The Tiny 6 is better. The Tiny 7 is better. If I could fly better, I would be better. I did try a circular antenna on the goggles, and it did help, which is weird considering it's a dipole on the drone itself. But I'm going to have to put the nail in the coffin for the little red fox, because while I was flying it around, I noticed some total fatal flaws in it. Unfortunately, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. All right, here it is. This is an E010C. This is the E013 that I thought was going to totally replace it. And see this? Oh wait, I already broke the frame. It didn't break all. Yeah, it did break. It broke almost all the way through. And I noticed that right away, and I actually bent a prop, which is really weird, and this prop is just kind of weird and out of shape anyway. But look at this. Look how squeezy that is versus this. Look how hard, it does move, but this, I can tell you, is way thicker and way stronger versus this is like half the thickness. It's half the thickness. It makes it lighter, I'm sure, when they might have to offset that because of this top, but I've got this frame protector on here and that helps a ton. Yeah, you can see it all the way underneath. The whole frame, the whole structure is just lighter. It's thinner. It's just not as sturdy. And if I manage to break this in just a few minutes, I have to imagine a lot of other people are going to break it too. And I'm so disappointed because I thought this was going to be amazing, and it's just not. The goggles, yeah, they're just not good. The frame's just not good. The video transmission, it's not good. The controller shape is good, and the control with good goggles is good, but then the reach, the signal strength is terrible. I can't fly around my whole basement from the corner where my desk is, and that's what I always do, and I had to go out and stand in the middle of the room. I've never had to do that before. I will say it's still better than a DR1 because I could fly it. It was usable, and I was able to fly it around my basement at high speeds, which with that thing for $30 more, you can't do. So I would still recommend this over the DR1, but I would recommend the E010C instead, even with its camera. You get this little loop for it for $1, and it protects the camera, and the E010C, even with the worst controller, is a better deal. So I would get the E010C and some EV800s for $100 to get started. I need to do a whole, I finally need to break down and do a getting started with Tiny Whoops video. I needed to do it for a while, but I would stick with the C over the 13 because it's just better. I have cracked this frame, but it didn't crack all the way through. And you can put the E010S frame on this. You could probably put the E010S frame on this, but it's not going to help with the signal loss. Maybe taking the top off would help. Let me see. Okay, this is what it looks like inside. And there's a big antenna in there, big 2.4 antenna. So I would probably like drill another hole up closer to right by the front and stick it through there. Let's just do it. Probably make a whole separate video for this for people who already own one. But if you get one of these, here's the mod you've got to do. Here's the antenna. Cut a little hole through the top. Keep it as far away from this as you can. You can't keep it very far, but just what you can do. And I had great coverage now. Now flying, I just grabbed my 800Ds just out of habit and flew it with this from the normal spot in my basement, and I had no problems. And my video was great, my signal was great. It was a great little flyer. This frame is still garbage. So if you're gonna do this, you need one of these. This is the E010S frame. This thing is $1.50. I don't know. I'll link it down below so you can see too. So if you get this, if you combine these together, and I'm gonna do a mod video because it might make a great combination. The goggles, I don't like them. The receiver just was not good at all, even with a better antenna. But this, now that I moved the antenna, fixed my radio problems. Now I like that radio. I actually had really good flight around the basement. This will fix my frame problem, so for a couple dollars. And these are soldered connections, but it'll be easy enough to move these over. So we'll probably just be due for a mod video because, hey, look, I have a frame ready to go. I need to fly the C. I need to fly the C. I need to fly it so I can see what it's like because I don't know. Hold on. Okay, get the E010C. It just flies night and day better. Just across the board, especially the yaw. The yaw is the big thing, and the circular antenna flying in your house makes a huge difference. In the end, hey, look, I did that review almost a year ago, and I'm gonna still recommend it because it just flies better and is better really in every way than the E013. I'm so disappointed. Don't get me wrong, it's not QX70 bad. I won't be taking a baseball bat to it, but I also don't think I'll probably mess with it again. What I really don't know is what I'm going to do for my giveaway this month, where I'm supposed to be giving away one because I was so sure this thing was going to be great, and it's not. So I guess if you found this useful, leave a like down below. Don't buy one. Leave a comment with what am I missing? What am I outdated on? The E010C is still my best option. It's still the one I'm going to recommend if you're starting cheap and you've got like 35 bucks to get started in FPV plus the goggles. I'll still recommend the Tiny 6 or E010S for a real racer. You just have to have a radio for that, which greatly increases the price. So it's like 3 times the price, 100 bucks minimum to get started there. So until next time, remember, it should be called the Red